tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Good morning, students. Today I'd like to teach you once again how to practice true love inside of school. To begin, I'll quote badly the famous and late American President JFK, John F. Kennedy, who said something like this: "Think not what your school and your family can do for you, but what you can do for your school and your family." You can practice love by choosing to live a life of responsibility instead of a life of demanding rights. Thinking about what you can do for others instead of what others should be doing for you. See, the problem with thinking in terms of rights all the time is that eventually we just end up fighting with each other because we're constantly demanding our rights from each other and we're constantly forgetting to do things for others. But when we turn it around the other way and we're constantly thinking of what we can do for others, our responsibilities and duties to others, then instead of being demanding, we're being very considerate. And when we live in a school, in a family, in a community of people who are constantly loving and being considerate to each other, then we stop fighting and life just becomes happier and happier. You can think of living a life of responsibility and a life of duty as a way of practicing generosity, which is really just another way of practicing true love. Imagine if you had spent several hours preparing a meal for a good friend of yours, that you had gone to the shopping centre and you bought all the groceries, and then you come home and chopped up your vegetables and then put them in the pot and stirred the pot, put things into the oven, taking things out of the oven. And the whole time you did it with a whole lot of care, thinking constantly about what a wonderful experience your friend is going to have when they start eating that meal. And then after that hours of preparation, you present the meal on a table and then you invite your friend in to partake. And then your friend just looks at the meal, blinks a few times with disinterest, and then walks away to start playing the computer. And then starts twiddling on their mobile phone. How would that make you feel? Not so good, I'm guessing, because you just made a gift to your friend out of love, and your friend did not do their job. They did not give back a gift by showing appreciation up and partaking in that meal. In the same way, students, your parents do their responsibility by going to work so that they can look after you, give you a roof over your head, and also, most importantly, to give you an education. And then your teachers also fulfill their responsibilities by preparing your classes and delivering your classes and marking your papers. They do their job of teaching as teachers. And what is your responsibility as students? What is the gift that you ought to be given back out of love? The responsibility and duty of being studious, of studying and learning. Think about the example that I gave about the meal, of the situation where first a person really gives out of love and then there is no love given back. What an unhappy situation that is. What a tragic situation that is. But think about what happens when both sides do their job. That the cook prepares the meal with love, and then the person who eats the meal with love. Then you live inside a very happy household. And that's all you need to do in order to create happiness. To remember what your job is and to do it with a deep sense that I'm not just doing it for myself, but I'm doing it for everybody. And it's by us working together with a sense of responsibility that we can all be happy together. Every time, students, you walk into class, you have the opportunity to show your love to your teachers and your parents. Every time you go home, you have the opportunity to do your homework and once again show your love to your teachers and your parents. And many of you right now are missing out on that opportunity, and you are destroying your own happiness and the happiness of your parents and of your teachers. What a tragic situation that is. What a wonderful, happy situation you could be if you were to just take up your power and give the gift of learning from your heart. So please, students, contemplate this talk. Contemplate it regularly about how you're missing out by not being studious enough, and how you can fill your life with light and happiness, and the lives of your parents and your teachers with light and happiness, if you were to decide to give that gift. Thank you very much for listening, students. May you all be happy and well. Please rise.